Breaking news, Minnesota Vikings fans. This just dropped on the channel, and trust me, you don't want to miss this. We've got some jaw-dropping updates, some surprising fan reactions, and a lot of big questions surrounding the Vikings' future. But before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications right now so you never miss another explosive update on the Minnesota Vikings. Trust me, you'll want to stay tuned for this. Alright, let's get right to it. This week's SB Nation Reacts results are in, and let's just say, the fan pulse on the Vikings is a lot more shaky than you might expect. After that, let's call it a gritty win over Jacksonville. The confidence of the fan base has definitely taken a hit. And here's the shocking part. This is only the third time this season that the confidence numbers have dipped below 90%. Now listen to this. A full 77% of fans still believe the Vikings are heading in the right direction. Sounds pretty good, right? But here's the kicker. This is the second lowest result we've seen all season, trailing only a 74% score after that rough two-game losing streak. So what does this mean? Well, it's clear. While the win over Jacksonville wasn't pretty, a win is a win, and the Vikings are still alive in the NFC playoff race. But with the way things have been looking, it could be a lot worse. But is it enough? Now, let's talk about Sam Darnold. Yes, you heard that right. We asked our fans, is there a reason to bench Darnold at some point? And you're not going to believe the results. Only 15% of fans think that the Vikings should consider benching Darnold for performance reasons. 15%, folks. Sure, his last few games have been far from flawless, but who else is going to step in? We've all seen Nick Mullins struggle with turnovers last season. And with no other clear alternative, it seems like the Vikings are going to be riding with Darnold for the rest of the 2024 season. Can he step up, or will the pressure get to him? And here's where things get really interesting. According to FanDuel, the betting community still has some serious faith in the Vikings. 84% of the bettors are putting their money on Minnesota to cover the 6.5-point spread in this week's game. That's a huge vote of confidence after last week's performance. But will the Vikings rise to the challenge and prove the doubters wrong? Or is this confidence misplaced? These are the big questions facing the Vikings right now. What's going to happen next? Will Sam Darnold stay the course? Can the Vikings bounce back and keep their playoff hopes alive? This team is at a crossroads, and you are part of the conversation. But before we dive deeper into all of this, I want to hear from you. What do you think? Should the Vikings stick with Darnold? And do you think they'll cover the spread this week? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's talk about it. Before you go, don't forget, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest updates. You're going to want to be part of this conversation as the Vikings make their push for the playoffs. Stay tuned, because the drama is only just beginning, and we'll be here to break it all down for you. See you next time.